Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a video where I'm going to talk about the upcoming release of Fallout 4, something that I am incredibly excited for, no pun intended, because way back when I got my first 360, I actually got Fallout 3 as one of the first games, along with Assassin's Creed and Halo 3, and I absolutely fell in love with the world and everything about it. It was the idea that you could go into this kind of post-apocalyptic reality and, rule it, essentially. Because by the end of it, you could be walking around with, power armor, lasers, and, companions. But it was also the execution of it. It was that kind of blend of dark humor with this hideous reality of a nuclear apocalypse that is quite scarily real in today's world. And Fallout 4 is it's about two and some weeks away, and I can't believe it. And it really irritates me that I won't be able to play it at first, but I'm still very, very excited to play it because it's been 7 years, and 7 years is a long time to wait for anything, especially something else in a game series. I'm going to say that Fallout New Vegas was good, it just wasn't as good as 3. It's kind of like Dark Souls 2. It was good as another game in the series, it just wasn't as good as it should have been compared to its predecessor. Because New Vegas really suffered with a lack of graphical quality, writing, and it lacked depth in some bits. So Fallout 4 is really looking to be that kind of next step up, in the sense that they've got another chance here to make something that's nitty gritty and absolutely fantastic. Because much like with Skyrim, the Bethesda community and any fan of the Bethesda games are very good at taking, their games and making them into something completely different. As seen with Skyrim, the amount of people who make mods for that game and the amount of mods that are available that are of amazing quality is simply insane. For example, you can turn dragons into Thomas the Tank Engine. I'm sure you already know this, but it's that sort of fantastic insanity that nobody questions that makes that community so brilliant. So, without any further ado, I have my top 5 reasons as to why Fallout 4 is going to be absolutely incredible in comparison with anything that's been released this year.
Number 5.
First reason, graphics. They've never been a big issue when it comes to games for me, because I usually prefer playing stuff that has 16-bit or 8-bit stuff, mainly because I've got an attraction towards pixelated art, and also because my laptop is absolutely dire. But the graphics for Fallout 4 are absolutely staggering, and it's really good to see that, mainly due to the fact that Fallout New Vegas, not including the Nevada project, which completely renovated the actual graphics themselves and gave the game a whole new lease of life, were awful. For something that came out in 2010, only 2 years after Fallout 3, they used exactly the same engine, but when you played it, it looked sluggish and horrible, and the colours didn't quite match up, and it was a bit too bright at night, and one thing or another, it wasn't as good as it should have looked had they have put something else into a new engine. So it was fantastic to see these screenshots, or the gameplay footage, and you were just sat there going, yeah, that looks like the best thing ever. Yeah, I can dig that. And that just made me happy, because it means they can put more focus into creating a believable world. So now that they've got a style that matches the gritty, harsh reality that they have created for this universe.
Number 4.
Story in Fallout 4 is also tipped to be something particularly special, because Bethesda Studios have had the voice actors record over 13,000 lines of dialogue for the player character, and that is something that particularly excites me, because in a world where you're supposed to be creating your own destiny, as it were, having your own voice for the first time is something that I've been looking forward to. That, and the fact that we're in Boston, it's an area that has, in the Fallout universe, has the Commonwealth and has advanced technology and synthetics and androids. And that's something that could be really nicely tied into a heavy storyline that I feel that the writers could really, make use of. I think that they've tipped on that in number 3 with the appearance of Dr. Zimmerman. I think it was touched upon, but it wasn't something that was heavily, reinforced by the story itself. It was kind of a side quest that you could do, but you didn't necessarily get anything from it. But the androids and the uprising in the Commonwealth, I really, really want to see that become, a big part of that universe, because you could be part of something bigger than yourself, in the sense that you're not just surviving, you are helping people escape, or you're helping people, keep their androids in line, and that is a fantastic idea.
Number 3.
In a series where surviving is absolutely critical and making your own supplies isn't always easy, the crafting systems in the previous Fallout installments haven't been fantastic, which is why I suspect the team has put emphasis on the crafting system in Fallout 4, as in you can create your own settlements, you can create your own power armor, you can modify your guns in even more ways than in the previous games, and it really will help to bring the universe alive, I guess, because it'll add that extra kind of personal touch to, that blaster that's killing a raider, or your house that has a kennel with it. It's that sense of you're making this thing yours that helps players suspend their disbelief and make them believe that they are a part of that world. And it really is key. And I'm surprised they haven't done it previously, but with the amount of stuff that they're doing in Fallout 4 for everything in the crafting system, it should be absolutely amazing.
Number 2.
Dogmeat is back as a companion, and that makes me very, very happy, because in Fallout 3 he was somewhat invaluable, especially in the lonelier moments when you're going through caves. And if you didn't have the puppies perk, you know exactly what I'm referring to. But having a dog again as a companion in Fallout 4 will really be more adorable and more fantastic than ever, because you can give him commands and use him as an actual ally in combat. But more than anything, he's going to be a fluffy shield against the darkness. So, yes!
Number 1.
Final reason why Fallout 4 is going to be fantastic is because it is not made by Obsidian or ZeniMax. It is made in-house by Bethesda, the same fantastic human beings that made Skyrim 4 years ago. Now, I've touched on this, and I'm going to say it again. The reason that New Vegas was terrible is because it wasn't made in-house. Among other reasons, it wasn't made in-house. It was done by Obsidian. They did a good job, but Bethesda do it better. Let's be honest here. It's like getting a branded product from a supermarket, then getting like a knockoff. Sometimes the knockoff is better, but you know the difference when you play it, basically. And I'm really happy that they've got the majority of the original designers as well, because the style of that game was just everything awe-inspiring. It really was. I'm just very, very excited for Fallout 4, as you could probably tell. So with that, that's been my 5 top reasons why Fallout 4 is going to be epic, awesome, fantastic, whatever adjective you want. It's going to be fantastic, and it comes out a day after my birthday. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. I will see you in the next video.